Family, it's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video and Boomer in that damn window again, huh? I just need to switch places on doing my videos, huh? Look, maybe I can turn this off and help. That was that. I was paying poor Boomer, huh? All right. We're just waiting on people to come in. Come on in, come on in. Let's see what we got going on here. Says we're live. And we're waiting on people to find out if we home. Can I turn this? What happened? It's gonna make me go like that. Yes, CSI, Big Ad. All right, what's happening? Big Ads, I see you. I got my computer going too so I can see some chats here. Y'all get to going too damn fast. My old ass can't keep up with y'all. What's up, what's up? I'm live. Yep. Y'all get to see the real me. Oh shit, I hadn't thought about checking on Sundial. I see AMC showing its ass, and I'm looking at its pattern. Yeah, all right. I just want to check on Sundial. I'm wondering what's up with fucking AMC. Yeah. What y'all think? I know I was just strolling with Sundial too. It's showing up. Where you waiting on Lou to finish? Lou to finish what? Lou to finish his updates that he's doing right now? Is that what you mean? Is watching and holding. Joseph, are you insinuating that I was waiting to see what Lou had to say? Because you don't want to know what I think about Lou right now. I don't know what the fuck's got into Lou. But no, I wasn't waiting for Lou to make his videos today. I waited on him to make his one video, and then I came out after him on purpose because I didn't want him seeing my DD before I could put it out there, and I knew he would use it. But anyway, it wasn't anything to do with Lou dropping videos right now. I was over on AC Bigum's channel, as a matter of fact. Some of y'all may have seen me over there on AC Bigum's. But no, I wasn't waiting on Lou, not today. Now, the other day with the Fed meeting, yes, I was in a Massalorian live stream, and somebody said Lou just dropped his video about the Feds. So I went to see what he had to say. And then I made my video, which was 100% different than his video. But anyway, that's not the point. I was over there on AC Bigum's watching him. That's a pretty smart motherfucker. Whole lot smarter than me. I mean, I had to figure it out without all that fucking intelligence he's got, where he's pulling up documents and showing and proving just about everything I fucking said. That this squeeze is connected to the fucking collapse of this goddamn country and this financial system. And I ain't talking about AMC. I'm talking about the meme stocks. All of them. All this shit that's running on the same program. It was set up over a year ago to cause this. That's just my view. I don't know what happened. Hey, Floyd. Anybody got any questions that they want answered? Anybody got questions? I mean, a couple of y'all should have a few questions. Like, okay, so how are these motherfuckers going to pay us? That'd be a question I'd want to know the answer to. Oh, shit. Boom. Stop. I don't know. Man, I can't figure it out. I know something big's fixing to happen. And I told y'all yesterday I had Wednesday circled on my calendar, and the stock, Boomer, stop. And I got to get on him. Y'all want to talk? What do y'all want to talk about? You want to talk about the resetting of the 73 and what he means? And see, I'm going to tell you something. He's right. But somebody's told him, and then he came and he shared that they were going to reset to 73, and he didn't understand what they meant. So he had to explain it himself, and he's fucked it all up. But whoever told him a reset to 73, he's right. They're going to reset to 73, but he's wrong on what it means. See, I think he heard in the conversation that they were going to reset to 73, and he ran with it before he knew exactly what they meant. Because you see how upset he's getting right now? In his last video, man, he's ready to whoop people's ass that will just not listen to him. But I know he's right. He's just, he won't let them fit. He's trying to let them talk through him, but he's wanting to say his own shit too, and he's fucking the message up. Y'all just remember that. Reset to 73. What does it mean? I told y'all, go back all the way to my very first video. Boomers won't love it. I got on him. My very first video, I'm explaining why they took the buy button away and why I came back to YouTube. I used to be a YouTuber. You can look my other channels up. But I knew they fucked the squeeze up in June when they started crying about the buy button, and they made a decision. They said, well, if they're going to want to buy it, they know it's naked synthetic bullshit, so they know this. But if they're going to buy it, fuck it, turn the button back on. And they turned it back on. I can't really see about y'all keeping up with me in the comments. All right, so let me catch up here real quick. No, he's not a shield. He's not a shield for the hedgies, no. Okay, we're talking about the 73. So do you remember in January 28th when they took the buy button? Then the hedge funds changed their strategies, and they realized that if we would buy anyway, knowing that these weren't real shares, then sell it to them, fuck it. And we went into a pattern of dips and rips and dips and rips until eventually it ran up to 72, 73. That time period between January 28th and the rip up to 73, everything got fucked up. Everything. They were selling shit and doing everything that's been explained to y'all throughout the time. All this happened between January and the $73 run up. So now they have to fix that. That's where the fuck up is. That's where we have to address. So they go back to 73, which means from where all this started, which was January 28th, and they went crazy with all their shit. And all them synthetics that they made between then and the run up to 73 has to be taken care of. They have to be. Let me tell you something. They cannot tell you, fuck you. All right. I don't know why he's leading us down that road, but that kind of talk right there is almost revolutionary talk. All right. Hey, man, there's 10 million of us and they're fixing to fuck us. No, we don't go down that road yet. Wait until people have an opportunity. Yeah, please press the like button. Where's Whimsy Chick? Whimsy Chick! Let me make you a moderator real quick. You might already be one. Oh Lord, I done touched shit and messed it up. Yeah, you're already one. Okay. So now, between that time period, between that and the run up to 73, and all this other time, that's what they're trying to fix. When they reset to 73, basically, then nobody loses any money. Everybody's on equal footing right here at the 73. All the synthetics and shit have been taken care of. I'll leave that decision up to you, Mark. But people, listen to me. This may take a minute because I'm going to lay out the whole thing and how it's going to work. Okay. From the time that they did not have real shares and they began naked short selling and creating synthetic shares, to now they have to address that issue. And there's billions just in AMC. Then there's billions over in GME. And there's hundreds of millions over in Sundial and other places that they have went so deep in the fucking hole with, it's stupid. So, in order to address the issue, they're going to let the stock run. And they're going to give you an opportunity to sell. I've shared with y'all, I believe that that's going to work up to 200, 300, and then they're going to put the brakes on. And that's when they try to scare us. Hey, you need to take the 300. But we say no. Or 200, and we say no. They say, okay. Now, at this point, they got two choices. They can halt the stock, and they can have all the brokerage firms issue a notification to its people, and the price is going to be set. And you're going to take that price, or you're not going to get anything. Now, that's one way that they can handle it. The second way they can handle it is they can let it run up to 720 like I thought, or 800, and they'll ping pong it up and down, shaking out as many people as they can before they have to make the offering of X amount. I don't know what it'll be. We were saying 1,000 at the time because of the screenshot of 1,000 on the TD Ameritrade and so forth, and the trillions of dollars it would take, but I don't know what the fuck it would be. I just wish they'd offer that motherfucker and let's get this over with. Or it could rip up like it did back in January and all that, in June, and run up straight to 720, and I think that's what they're going to let it do. Yeah, no shit, 250 people and only 60 thumbs up. Get on their ass. But here's how they're going to pay you. Now, let's see what we've covered. We've covered the time frame of when the shit started and how they're going to get it fixed. Is they're going to take all the synthetics to the point of $73 and they're going to pay them out. They're going to pay them out. And when they do that, they're going to run out of money. Okay? You know this, I know this. That's what we call We're going to destroy them. They'll run out of cash. Then they will have two choices. They can sell their shares on the open market to get more cash to continue to pay us. Or they can park their shares over at the new government clearinghouse, where the government will give them money to pay off the synthetics and the naked shorts that they've created with. All right? I think 2,500 to 3,000 is not hard to get. Mo, let me just look at, anyway, somebody remind me in a minute that what I'm talking about now is how they're going to pay you. They have to park their shares of other companies over in the government clearinghouse. When they do, they get 85% of the cost of, if Apple was $100, they would give them $85 for that Apple stock, and they would put it over here in the clearinghouse. Now, they have to continue to do that and to give up their shares and to put them into the clearinghouse until they finish paying us off. That's how they're getting the money to do it. And I've already been down the road of, what if they run out of money? Well, if they run out of money, they just vanquish and everybody's fucked. But you're not fucked because they're not paying. They're going to run out of shares eventually, and they'll all be over here in the government clearinghouse that they've created. NCSS 2021-10, the government clearinghouse. The government will give them the money for all of their shares, and now the government is in possession of all the shares of that all these hedgies have went in the hole with. They now have the shares. The government clearinghouse owns the shares. So let's see if everybody, I'm going to read the chat for a minute and see if y'all caught up with that. Do you understand that what's going to transpire here is the hedge funds and the banks are going to turn over their shares of all the companies that they own to the government to get the money to pay us with? So let's see where we at. Look it up, Jason, if you don't believe me. Don't just call it fucking nonsense because you don't believe it. The government is going to ensure we get paid. I don't know why the guy from New York is talking about, I'll let you know if we get fucked, because they're not going to fuck us. But they're not going to let you take advantage of them either. I don't know when it's going to be. All I can tell you, Z, is I got something in my gut that made me circle Wednesday a few days ago. Now, I ain't saying that's when it's going to be or when shit gets started and everything. But a couple of days ago, I just had in my gut, hey, Stephanie, to circle the day of Wednesday. Now, it may have been because I heard about the Russian-Ukrainian thing, and I'm making a connection there. You know, I don't know. But I'm waiting to see what pre-market Wednesday is going to bring too. See if my gut was right. That's right, Alfredo. They came up with this plan to not crash the market. So I'm glad you see it. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It's going to hit 1,000 a share. I'm telling you what Boomer thinks. Me and Boomer sit in that fucking recliner, Robert, every night talking about this. The guy from New York talks to the squirrels, and I got Boomer. And Boomer's smarter than a squirrel. Okay, so let me repeat it for the new people that have came in. I don't know why the narrative is switching to, oh, they're going to fuck us. If it's past this day, it's going to be, we're fucked, and all this other nonsense. You're not fucked. The government has ensured that you will get the money you deserve. Yes, they're going to take away the buying ability. Yes. That's what kind of like what the halt's going to be. You're not going to be able to buy, but you'll be able to sell AMC. That's how they're negotiating the price with you. Yeah, they've been fucking us for a whole year. But you got to know who's been fucking us now. You don't understand who's fucking us. It ain't Ken Griffin. Okay, so does everybody understand that what's going to happen? This motherfucker mow asses tomorrow, and it's at $1,000. It's at $1,000 in the morning. Millions of motherfuckers start hitting their sell button. Boom, 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 taking that money. They're going to run out of money. When they run out of money, they take the shares of Apple that they own and they give it to the government clearinghouse that has been set up to deal with this. Then the government gives them the money. They get 85% on the dollar. So if they give them a share of Apple and it's at $100, the government will give them $85 to pay me with. Everybody understand that? Ryan, in a normal short squeeze, that's the truth. A lot of things that are said are the truth, but it doesn't apply into this kind of short squeeze. This is the mother of all short squeezes. A short squeeze would only run this motherfucker up to a couple thousand. No. I believe they're going to pay you as the stock fluctuates up and then goes down to shake off some paper hands. People sell until they're out of money, and they have to take their shares of Apple and Microsoft and Disney and give to the government, and the government's going to give them 85 cents on the dollar to pay us with. And that goes on until every share in the fucking stock market's gone. So however much shares are worth in the stock market, that's how much money is open for you and me. People are looking in the wrong place for where the pot of gold is. The pot of gold is the stock market itself. They have dug a hole, and they're going to have to turn over every fucking share of every company that they own to the government. I'm selling a couple shares at 1,000 just to get my money back, and I'll let this motherfucker go after that to 2,500. Which I'm going to sell a few shares at 2,500 for my friend. The price offering comes in. Okay. None of that plays into effect until they run out of shares. So I should not have given that scenario until you understood they got to get rid of every share that they own until we are paid off. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, Volt. No, short squeezes aren't illegal, Ryan. I don't know where you got that from. I've looked up short squeeze. Believe me, before I got in this play, I researched the fuck out of a short squeeze. Stop thinking negotiation, okay? Stop thinking negotiation. I shouldn't have went there. There's a step before that. They have to run out of shares first. Once they run out of shares and they have no more money to give, that's when they're going to give you the final offering. This is where the fucking boat ends. And they're going to tell us what it is. I could. I do. I have call options right now. And And if I exercise that, them motherfuckers have to give me 100 shares. I don't know, MC, if it's going to happen tomorrow. I just got through telling everybody a couple of days ago, I got in my gut, man, with the way this pattern is acting, when something was going to happen Wednesday. Now, it just so happens the other squeezes have started on a Wednesday in the pre-market. So maybe my subconscious is picking that up. I don't know. A few days ago, I said, man, fucking Wednesday, I'm looking at this chart. And I said Wednesday, and I circled it. But that doesn't mean anything. That could mean nothing. No, I said that was just that if that happened, they would use that as the narrative. So it'll just be another narrative. I'm telling y'all, man, America wants a fucking war. I don't know if Russia's sitting over there doing like they're going, what the fuck are they talking about? We're not trying to invade Ukraine. And now they're like, we pull back. I mean, we ain't wanting no trouble. But yet on our news, we're seeing these motherfuckers is going in the morning. And I just see the connection between that happening. Yeah. Howdy, Fox, I would, babe, if I could. Yeah, they're in a lot of trouble. Understand how deep the trouble is. Facts over feelings. Check this out. Now that you see they got in a lot of trouble, how much trouble? To the point where they lose every stock in their portfolio. That's how deep they've in. They're going to have to turn over every fucking share in their portfolio to the government clearinghouse to get the money to pay us with. How can I be so certain? Hadley, I look at the chart, and the chart tells me what's going on. The chart tells me if something happened on January 28th, one day after the $20 run up, something would happen again when it runs up to 200. And that's what we're anticipating right now happening. That's where my certainty comes from. And you're right to question that. Because in order to stay in this play, people talking about what they'll hold to, you've got to have some conviction, motherfuckers. You got to have some conviction if you're going to hold to the high numbers. I know it's not, okay, it's not yet. I know it was pending because of the wording. They're trying to distinguish the wording. But that's the clearinghouse right there, 2021-10. So I'm waiting on that to hit the registry. Everybody's looking for a catalyst. Boy, that would be it. If you woke up and you heard that 2021-10 is now on the registry, that means the clearinghouse is open. They can start sending their shares. I've already explained the reset. The reset to 73. All of this fuckery really didn't start until around the $73 range. It started at the 20 when they turned the buy button back on. 73 is kind of like the middle. It ran up to that and came back down. The reset is the clearing up of all the synthetics between January 29th and the run up to 73. Clearing those will reset it to where it's never happened, but you have to take care of it. They have to buy them back. Sundial, I'm gonna be honest with you. AMC fixing the pot. And I'm talking about, I'm going to be sitting right here in this, fuck that donut shop. I'm going to be sitting right here for pre-market in the morning. What's the highest? Ah, that's hard, Haley. That's hard. I've got them bracketed selling up, but I don't want to say what my highest number would be, but I can promise you it's not $100,000. But I'm hoping 25,000. Oh, he did give us a clue. At the end of one of his videos, right there, the last 2 seconds of it, he says something about 13 or 14,000, and you better take it. Lou did last night in his videos. I'm talking about the last few seconds of the video. He like switches topics and he goes, and 13 or 14,000, and you better take it. So fuck yeah, I'll take yeah, hell yeah, I'll close this bitch out today at 13,000. We will one day, Fats. I'll bring you some when we hook up. I ain't coming to New York though. Y'all too fucking crazy over there. That's right. So I'm thinking that's the top. I'm thinking that's the top. So if anybody's wanting to know what I think the top might be, I think the top might be $13,000 or $14,000, and I get that number from him. Yes. So if he said it, then I pretty much can believe it. I just left AC Bigums. That's a smart motherfucker. I wonder how old he is, because he sure sounds young, but he's a smart motherfucker. He mentioned that clock. I didn't catch what he meant. California, Jason, check it out. Jason, yeah, check it out. You'll never catch me in California, dog. You don't want me to come to California, because I already know that the minute I step foot in California, the great fucking earthquake's gonna happen, and I'm gonna get sucked in the middle of that motherfucker. So I stay away from California. Now I go to the Carolinas, North and South Carolina. Yeah, I'd go to the Carolinas. I've always wanted to see South Carolina, especially. Awesome, Fats. We'll hook up and go to Bourbon Street. I'm in Louisiana. Puerto Rico. I was thinking about, it's always been a dream, you know, you say, fuck it, I'm moving to Cancun. And then I find out fucking cartel shooting up the beaches down there, and now I'm like, nah, I ain't going to fucking Costa Rica. South Carolina. Texas. Texas, y'all got a problem, dog. They got to stop these motherfuckers from crossing this border. We don't know who we've let in. Let me tell you something. If I was the fucking cartel and I was able to get my people into this country, I just need them here. I don't need them with weapons. We're going to get all the weapons we need in just a few minutes. Be cool. And let all of our people come into this fucking country as fast as they coming. Then when the call comes, they're going to hit the National Guard armories, and they're going to be armed to the fucking teeth, and they're going to take this goddamn country over. That's what I'm seeing from their side. I'll supply the fucking donuts in Vegas, believe me. I wouldn't give a fuck how many. I would buy every donut in Vegas for y'all. Oh, and let me say something too, since we just sitting around chatting, because ain't nothing happening with the line, is it? No, that motherfucker ain't moving. Um, this Tindy time. How many of y'all know Tindy time? Anybody know Tindy time? Nobody's heard of Tindy time? You know Tindy? Okay. I want y'all to go check Tindy time out. That is one cool dude. I would never have heard of Tindy time had Ape Father not showed his ass and started making videos about Tindy time, Tindy time, Tindy time. So I said, well, who the fuck is this? And I went over to his channel and I said, now how can you not like Tindy time? That is like one of the most down-to-earth motherfuckers you could probably ever meet, besides me. How could Ape Father be hacking on this dude? He is so cool and so simple and just peace-loving. It's ridiculous. But the Ape Father don't like him. When I come down there. No, let me tell you about hunting, Don. All of us down here don't fucking hunt. Let me tell you why. When I was growing up, a friend of mine's dad was taking him hunting, and they wanted to know, could I go? And I asked my dad, and my dad said, no, son. You don't go hang out in the fucking woods to kill your food. You go to Walmart and get it. And that's just been a philosophy of mine my whole life. Why would I go sit in a fucking cold ass boat trying to catch a fish when I can go to Walmart and be out of there in 10 minutes? I just learned how to fish. I'm 53 years old. I learned how to fish two years ago for the first time. That's a story. This girl that I knew and just met told me she was going fishing, and I said, well, I've never been fishing. And she said, you ain't never been fishing? I'm taking you fishing. And I said, well, if I had $1 for everybody that ever said they'd take me fishing, I'd be a millionaire. So the next day, she shows up with the truck and everything we need to go fishing. And she taught me how to fish. There's more to the story, but we're live. Maybe in a private chat, I'll tell y'all the rest. Yeah, you just don't wake up like today and I go, oh, look, I'm going to start hunting. That's a life skill. People have grown up with that. Dads have taken their sons fishing and hunting, not mine. Mine didn't believe in that shit. He'd go to Walmart and get it. But it's a generational thing passed down from dads to sons and shit and grandpas. And you know what? That's another fucking point. Y'all got to understand common sense. There's a time where we're being told down here in Louisiana, coastal erosion. We're losing so many miles of fucking coast being eroded every fucking year. And I'm listening to that story, and I said, bullshit, that can't be. And my dad's like, oh yeah, it's terrible. And I said, Dad, they want them to take money to do that with. I said, but listen to me. Dad's all upset. How many more years before it can reach up to us and shit? And I'm going, Dad, somebody's grandfather took their son fishing at their favorite fishing spot at Grand Isle 55 years ago. And today, that man takes his son to their favorite fishing spot, which is where his grandpa brought him. And they fish in that exact same fucking spot. Ain't nothing eroded. So, common sense. They're full of shit with the erosion. Full of shit with the climate change, too. A long while for what, Stephanie? Fuck right, Mike. I'm down with some day drinking, me. Why? Because I get up at 8 o'clock at night and I make fucking a pot of coffee at 8 o'clock at night. I do my drinking in the daytime and my work at night. I'm just hanging out with you motherfuckers today. Because I thought we'd have some kind of action, but we do, but I ain't going to call it. It looks like the pattern's broke. And I mean broke. So again, that makes me wonder why. That's how I talk to it, like, why you break the pattern all of a sudden? And it'll show me why. But I hadn't had time because I'm hanging out with y'all. Man, I'm a 24/7 smoker. Y'all be nice to Lou. Lou's really got y'all's best heart at mine. I can't go hunting. I can't stomach the thought of drinking a cup of fucking blood after I've killed a deer. First off, I'm fucked up. I done killed this poor innocent deer. Now I gotta drink its blood? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah, Henry, and it's usually the day that ends in payday, huh? Well, I've heard here. Listen, here's how I look at the price of sundial because I haven't done much research in it because I'm so focused on AMC because I know we're so close. But everybody's saying 10 to 15 is the cap. Okay, that to me is like them saying over here on AMC that it's going to go to 100 grand. So I don't think the 15 is probably going to be attainable, although it could be. I don't fucking know. A couple of these other squeezes y'all keep mentioning too, you got to understand a squeeze, the higher the squeeze can go depends upon the free float, which in this case is 513 million. So your actual squeeze can only go when they cover their 100 million shares, that's the squeeze. The mother of all short squeezes comes after that. When they start paying us for them fucking synthetics. BBIG, man, y'all just had a fucking awesome fucking run. If you were an investor like I was in the beginning with AMC, I would have took my profits out of BBIG when that motherfucker hit it like it did. I got it mapped out too. I just don't feel like looking at the chart. Man, fuck it. BBIG. Oh shit, y'all up 11% today. Yeah. See, I'm showing this motherfucker ran up to $5.50. That was a sold bitch. I got it at $2. I'm selling it at $5. But you're in a short squeeze, so you have to ride it out. I'm going to show y'all what my plans are as soon as this is over with. I'm taking my dad shopping. He's wanting to go do it now. And I said, no. This is about to happen. I said, well, I'm going to go buy us another deep freeze. And then I'm going to take you shopping and you get what you want to put in this deep freeze. This will be the deep freeze that goes in the back room to hold the food in case it starts getting so expensive. At least we can look at this food. So that's my plans. And I'm going to film me and him shopping and me buying that for him. That's my plans. Thank you, Timothy. I appreciate that. He's talking about price run up. They remember what I said, Angel. In case you wasn't here, I'll say it again. That they're going to be running out of cash as the price rises. They're going to turn over their shares to the government to get more shares back, our money back, to continue to pay us till they run out of shares. When they run out of shares, the show's over. No, Lou said just last night, 13 to 14,000. In the last few seconds of one of his videos, just like off topic, he said, yeah, 13 or 14,000. And the video went off. Yeah, I'm in this squeeze play for him too. He got kicked out when my mom died. I hear him outside. When my mom died, or stepmom, he was living at her house. And when she died, the very next day, her daughter kicked him out of that house. And he had to come live here. So I sold my shit on the river and moved in next door to be here for him. 83 years old. This motherfucker will not stop driving. The one time he said, son, I need you to go with me. I said, for what? I'm tired. And he said, what if I have an accident? I said, then I'd be in the car with you. Oh, you seen them man boobs too, huh? I think Al from Boston. Was a shield. And he come to make as many bag holders in this shit. Because you can be a bag holder, people. As they could be. And then he got caught up in a scandal with a woman. And it embarrassed him and he run away. So they got some people pretty pissed off at fucking Al. Common sense, what'd you ask me? Through that? Oh man, I can't imagine. I've only been here a few months and man, y'all can't believe the nastiness I get. So I can imagine people handling him bad, real bad. All right. Ain't nothing happening with AMC. Y'all got another minute. If y'all have one question to ask God, what would you ask? Oh, they are. If I left them comments up for y'all to see, a lot of y'all defend me in some of the comments, and I appreciate that. But man, if you've seen some of the other ones, what's my number? What's the high number that I have? Is that what you mean, Fenner? Beef jerky. Oh, when will it happen? Well, that's the magic question. It was supposed to happen December 17th, but they weren't ready. So they had to go into a hold pattern. I've shared that in my past videos with y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Lou's a good guy. I think Lou bit off more than he could chew. When it comes to, if y'all want me to help handle this, I'll help y'all. And they said, okay. Waiting on us to squeeze. Eric, sundial stuck at 62, and look where we're stuck. We're stuck too. In fact, let me pull this up because I can pull up a comparison chart. And I can add sundial to it. I'm using Trading View. It'll be down below. Ape probably kills a common sense investor. Okay. Say, I used to get fucked up with him because I was like, who the fuck said you was our father? But then I realized he was really referring to the Godfather. Okay. Yeah, you just had a run up today. What I can't see what it is because I'm in percent and it won't let me out of percent. You way down here. Okay. Yeah, you're around 65 now. Y'all just had a run up February 21. Y'all had a run up $3. And see, if I use the same principle, listen, if I use the same principle that I use to figure out the pattern for AMC, that would mean if Sundial had a run up in February to $2.93, then it should run up this time to 29. Because I just moved the decimal. It's that simple, really. So there's my price prediction for fucking Sundial. Man, I need to up my position in Sundial now that I look at that. Let me put a fucking line there. Y'all excuse me so I don't forget this. I want to put it in here. Because we're going to eventually get to talking about this more. It's just we have to focus on, I have to focus on AMC. And let's see who that is calling me. That's my father. So I will call y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.